Last we left off, you had all entered Knightswood and were greeted by one of the elders, Silvani, who showed you all a little hospitality by making some tea to which none of you drank. And also, she told you that you were free to roam the entire village for as long as you'd like. She answered some questions about Quintus and assured you that the druids were not going to be working with him. You all then ventured into the roots of the tree to see the other 8 druids performing a ritual of some kind, unfazed by your presence. Stumbling upon a strange concoction believed to be used in this ritual, both Rin and Herc decided to take part. Rin sat inside of the circle and the roots enveloped her, revealing glimpses into the present across the realm, but also a potential glimpse into the future. Sammy scouted to the top of the tree to see Quintus standing almost stone still, unwavering, the wind preventing him from being able to hear if he was talking to himself or muttering anything under his breath. We resumed the session in the base of the tree, discussing whether or not to leave the druids and the army that's coming to deal with Quintus, or to return to the top of the tree and have a confrontation. What do you all do? And then also, Bramble, a kind little gnome, had requested, or I guess offered you to come by for dinner as well. Her, but still, yes. Oh, shit, and Herc's gone. He didn't. I didn't even think to ask about it until right now. I'll make something up for him. I got something. No, I think he might be on a plane to Colorado. All right. Okay. Pocket squirrels. Okay. You make your way. This isn't quite good music for that. Let me get something a little less tense. Okay. I got something. Disregard any music that might not be what we're looking for. Okay, this is it. This will be fine. This isn't anything like super happy, but it's calming at least. As you all make your way back down the outside roots of the tree, just a few levels to get back to Bramble's place, you see her door open, aromas coming out from within, and as you kind of peer into the door, you can see Bramble running around quickly. Her countertop's much lower, for her gnomish height. Come in. You could come in if you want. You can have a seat, or if you can hang out outside if you'd rather. Okay. There's some settings on the table. You can put it on a plate or something there if you'd like. Oh, Oh, um, yeah, sure. Help yourself to anything in the kitchen to try. How long is it gonna take? Okay, there's an iron pan over there and some oils or whatever if you need. The herbs and spices are on the rack in the back. Help yourself to anything that you need. Okay. Um, I guess. Let's see. What would be a good? Whoa. Hold on, friends. For what? No, no. Uh, for whatever reason, my OBS isn't picking up desktop audio. I just noticed it. Let me. No, we're not doing that.
I'm like 2 minutes deep. It's fine.
Okay. All right, we're good. Whoops. That's rough. It's all right. You guys will figure it out. Okay.
Our giant audience of 12 people.
Right. Yeah, we're not too worried about it. Just give me I actually think that I would rather have like a wisdom survival check.
Okay. A nat one did.
Oh God.
Oh, that is some raw meat.
No, that is that is some suspect squirrel.
Used to cooking over like an open flame, you struggle with the timing, and this squirrel cooks so fast, and before you know it, it's kind of enveloped in flames and it turns charred. It is barely edible. It's not going to kill anybody, but it's definitely not going to be.
Cooked.
Yeah, it's not going to be tasty.
So I think what Arsis is going to do is she's going to try to hide the evidence of her failure in this particular case because no one's in the kitchen with her.
Okay.
And then she's just gonna go put some of the berries on the plate and like sit down and like nothing happened.
Oh, just not bring out any meat? Okay.
Nope.
As she kind of finishes setting the table with some of the vegetables and nuts and things that she had prepared. Okay. She looks over at you. Didn't you have something?
Burned.
Oh.
It wasn't ripe, so.
Well, that's unfortunate. What did you do with the?
I buried it in the yard.
Okay. Well, I suppose that's okay. Return it back to the earth. You know, somebody will, maybe some birds will come around and find it and peck at it or something. Maybe smell or taste the grease or something. I don't know. I think that'll be good. Maybe the worms will enjoy it. The worms eat anything.
Let's hope.
Well, thank you all so much for coming, I guess. Let's eat, shall we?
That sounds fantastic.
Do you?
What have you made?
Lots of leafy things. There's some nuts and some berries on top of the salad over here. Just a simple oil dressing. I hope I didn't go hunting or anything with meat. And you said you guys didn't want any mushrooms, which is what we normally use as kind of, something a little more filling. So is this going to be okay?
Nuts have a lot of protein in them, almost like animals. It's fine.
Yeah, I know. I just, some people, they don't eat for sustenance, they eat for taste. And, we normally only eat here what we need.
Takes a big handful or spoonful of salad and shoves in her face very uncouthly. No, it's really good, real good. Lots of flavor.
And she kind of looks back at her food. Okay, well, thanks again. We don't get very many visitors that come around here, and everybody else is always so busy doing their own thing, so it's always really nice when people come by. So I'm Bramble. I think I told you that. I'm kind of the herbalist / apothecary. I do a lot of the potion brewing for this village, and we kind of export some of our things to other villages, and that's how we get our coin to be able to survive. But we're pretty self-sustaining. We grow all of our own food and things like that. What are you guys doing here?
We're actually gathering some intel for the crown. You have a visitor. Yeah,
I met him. He was pretty nice. He was okay. I didn't really talk to him a whole lot. He stopped and talked to me and complimented me on my garden, which was really nice.
I'm sure that he was very friendly. Unfortunately, we don't really trust him.
Oh, that's no good. Why?
He is part of a group of people that is using a fungus, not like what you use, to create a rather sinister hive mind.
Well, that's no good.
We agree.
Well, why is he here?
Well, that's what we're trying to figure out at this point.
We're concerned that he's trying to summon a demon queen.
Oh my gosh. That's really not good. Do the elders know?
We've made them aware. Well, at least we've made Silvani aware. The rest of them were communing with the tree, so...
Yeah, they do that a lot.
What are they doing in communing down there?
Well, I'm not an elder, so I only kind of know what they tell me. It's a ritual that allows them... See, they have lots of powers to be able to move through trees, both physically and just mentally. They can project themselves to see at different locations, anywhere there's a tree within a certain radius, basically as far as the roots extend of this particular tree, which is pretty far. It's a massive tree. And so they go down there and they'll commune and they'll keep watch over the realm and keep eyes on things. That's kind of how the elders always know when people are coming or going. But also it helps us know when, there's orcs or goblins nearby that might want to come and invade again. We also were able to know when the Shadowvar were coming in ahead of time, just by a little bit. The village was still... I wasn't here when the war happened, but the village is still in the process of being fully rebuilt. It's nowhere near the glory that it once was. But they just hang out down there sometimes and commune with the trees and see. I also have heard that it allows them to be able to see both past and future. Which seems a little outlandish to me, but anything's possible, I suppose.
It certainly is.
So
have you had any interaction with the fellow that just came in town?
just outside of him saying that he liked my garden, not a whole lot. He asked me about some of the potions that I made, but he didn't really seem interested at all in those. I've got a lot of really cool ones.
Yeah?
Yeah. The one that I... Well, there's kind of a story behind it. See, every year there is a festival of stars, and despite the massive canopy that you see, we're able to kind of part the tree a little bit and gaze up into the stars, and it's a massive week-long festival. And, well, there was this little pixie named Lilac that was here, and she was so worried about missing out on anything, so she was staying up for hours and hours, well beyond 24 hours. I think she made it 36 hours at one point before she was just pooped. But she wouldn't go to sleep. She kept trying to push herself. And so I didn't want her to miss out on anything. So I had, stepped away, because I'm here every single year. And I brewed a vial of restful sleep. And I gave it to her, and it allowed her to get a full night's rest in a matter of, a few minutes. And so she woke up feeling refreshed, and I kept her supplied for the week, and she was super grateful. And it was free, of course, for her, because, it was the festival and everything. But that's probably my most memorable potion that I've ever made, just kind of on the spot. It was pretty cool.
It's real powerful.
Yeah,
Can
do you still
make
have
any
some
more?
of those?
I mean, I can, absolutely. Don't have a lot of the ingredients to make a bunch of them, but I probably have enough for maybe 3 or 4. And then I think I have 1 or 2 already brewed. I always keep them on me just in case. You never know when I'm going to get overrun with too many things to do and not enough time to do it. So I always keep 1 or 2 just in case,
Smart. That makes a lot of sense.
You said you came here because of that man? But...
Well, we stopped by because of that man. We're actually on a secret mission that's going to take us a long time to get to.
How familiar are you with the outside world there, Bramble? Or have you just kind of kept to yourself here in this area?
I've been around a little bit. I typically stay in King's Forest or some of the neighboring towns or cities. I've been to Suzail once. Wow, was that just incredible. Not a whole lot of trees, but the buildings were massive, and the spires were, piercing the clouds like this tree, and the flags and the banners and the people, so many people.
Honestly, I found it quite overwhelming.
I did too, but it was exciting, overwhelming. Like, there were just so many new people to talk to. Some of them not super friendly, which was surprising, but...
A lot of them are that way. Yeah.
You guys are really friendly. Where are you from?
Well, I'm from Suzail.
Same with me.
I come from a little town called Mimro.
What about you? Are you from Suzail too?
Oh, I'm actually, my family's got a little, rinky-dink place just outside of Evening Star.
Oh.
And, well, I've kind of been around myself a little bit here and there.
So are you from Evening Star or not?
Man, that's probably the biggest city from where I'm about. So, yeah, I guess you could say I'm from Evening Star.
I am from Suzale. My name is Herc Heartsong. But the dinner, late lunch goes on for a little while longer. You said that you were on a mission, but I still don't understand why this guy that is here, Quincy, something, he's here. I don't understand why that means that you had to stop by. Or you guys aren't friends, right? You can't be friends if he's trying to do evil things and summon demon.
Well, that's why we're here. We're here to stop him from summoning.
Are you gonna hurt him? Are you gonna kill him?
I mean, we'd rather not.
What would happen to us if we were to confront him?
I don't know. I only talked to the guy. I don't know how he would respond to you confronting him.
No, I mean, how would the rest of the druids respond? Silvani made it seem like maybe that wasn't a good idea for us, but we haven't been around for very long.
He's up at the top of the tree. It's a very bad omen to spill blood on top of the tree. Taints it.
Well, isn't the tree dying anyway?
Yeah. Some of the elders have a theory that it was from all the bloodshed from the war, when the village was kind of sacked the first time. There was a lot of bloodshed, and they feel that it poisoned the tree.
I mean, that's 20 years in the making, though.
It's just a theory. I mean, what do I know? I haven't been here for 20 years. But, you know, people superstitious, they said it's bad omen to spill blood on the tree. Especially human blood from anger.
On the tree, but what about in the direct area? Or maybe just on the outskirts?
I don't know. I didn't make the superstition. I don't know the ins and outs of it. I mean,
Well, Miss
I would
Bramble?
never. Yeah.
We really don't want to spill no blood.
Oh,
That's
that's
not what
that's
we're
nice.
But we got to protect our families and everybody that would know.
Rin ribs Sammy a little bit when he makes that grunt.
You have to understand. I mean, wouldn't you do what you needed to do to protect your family and the people you love?
I don't know where my family's at. These are my new family. So, I mean, I guess I don't have a super strong attachment to them. They're nice and everything, and they let me live here, which is kind of them. But, you know, you're the first people that I've had dinner with in, gosh, I don't know how long. You know, I try to talk to people, but, huh?
Do the other druids not spend time with you?
Not really. I think I get on people's nerves. I like to talk a lot, and sometimes I can get in my own feelings. I feel like I'm constantly bothering people, you know, and sometimes I don't even work up the courage to ask, and so I don't know. It's a weird feeling. I try to ask sometimes, but then sometimes I don't. But you guys came, and that's really nice. So thank you so much for spending time with me and having dinner. What about your families? You guys are out here all alone. Are you family?
We'll kind
Not
of
as
look
far as
around at
we
each
know.
other awkwardly. Sorry, Ren, what were you saying?
Oh, I said, not as far as we know.
I just met these fine people a few weeks ago, and I wouldn't call them family just yet, but starting to take a liking to them.
I don't know. Co-workers or comrades might be appropriate.
Colleague, perhaps?
Arvin speaks up. Yeah, I think co-workers is probably best. Sometimes when family gets involved, you start to make irrational decisions, do things that would jeopardize the group or the goal as a whole. It's best if you don't have feelings attached to it.
Too late, Arv. I already consider you all my friends. And I don't say that lightly.
But what about...
Bramble, I don't know who my parents are. I've heard stories of them, but I've never met them. I kind of understand what it feels like to be an outsider in your town.
Yeah.
You know what? You can be my friend too.
Well, that's nice. After you leave, though, I'm probably never going to see you again.
Well,
we can always stop back.
Or you can always visit Minro or Suzale.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we can... Yeah, we'll do that. And she just...
Write it all?
Insight check. I want to see if he's just appeasing.
Yeah, you can insight check her.
While he's doing that, Rin's gonna ask if she writes and, like, would they like to,
Be pen pals.
Yeah. I had a friend for years who I never saw them, but we kept in touch with letters.
That's really nice. I write. I mean, never really as, like, letters, but I write in a journal, and I write, my recipes and things like that, so I'm proficient. Yeah, I mean, we don't really have a whole lot of courier service that comes this way, but I'm sure I could make something work if we wanted to.
Is this building, structure, hut that we're in, is it very much a studio where this is the only room and everything that she has is out in the open?
No, it's a little bit bigger than that. Like, you're actually kind of on the back side of in the back. Right when you kind of first walk in, there's, what could be considered a kitchen. But that's where she's doing a lot of brewing of her potions and kind of doubled down as a kitchen area for this. But after the food was cooked, kind of went into the back where her home portion was. And it's a very modest space in there where I guess it's just a dining table in this room, and then a few kind of odds and end decorations, and then you can see another room with kind of her bed and things separated. But yeah, it's not super small, but it's definitely not luxurious either. As far as your insight check goes, you can see that she's probably she's not expecting to keep in touch. Like her hopes, like, she doesn't believe it. Nobody's ever extended that kindness before, and even if they had, it's kind of turned out, kind of jaded about it, right?
I think Rin needs a new pen pal.
I'd be down a bit.
Yeah, we can see where that leads.
There's an animal messenger spell that I think you can have. It's pretty awesome.
Ooh.
I was thinking to myself, be like, yeah, because Bramble's an animal. But then I realized what you meant. Giving the message to the animal and then it delivers. Yes.
Or wolves or birds or whatever to deliver messages.
Yeah. No, I remembered what the spell was. A fraction of a second too late. The thought had already been had. So what are you guys gonna do for the rest of the day? Are you guys staying here, or are you leaving?
No, I think we're heading north by the end of today.
Do you happen to know where Wintis might be staying at? Is he actually staying in the tree as their honored guest, or is he in another building outside the tree?
He hasn't necessarily been staying inside of the village. He's been actually, I don't know. He kind of comes and goes. Most of the time he spends on top of the tree. I don't know what he's doing up there. Some people like the view, some people like the calm. I don't know, to be honest.
Well,
Why?
I guess we intend to find out what he's doing.
Um,
At this point, I'll get up, kind of brush everything off. Thank you so much for the company and the meal.
well,
But
wait.
we do have,
So, never mind. You guys can go.
Were you going to say?
Oh.
No, it's okay.
I think we have time if there's something else you need.
No, I don't need anything. Hold on. Let me go to my closet. And she hops up from the table and, she comes
Do
back.
a quick scan around while she's up. Do I see her recipe book or anything that may look like a recipe book or a book in this room?
In the dining room,
Looking.
no, you don't.
Yes.
In the dining room, no, you don't. What's your passive perception?
14.
Yeah, with a 14, having come in, you probably would have clocked that, like, being kind of, I don't want to call it a storefront because it's hardly a store, but kind of in the front work area, where you would have seen some of the cauldrons and some of the spare vials and things like that. You would have definitely seen a large book with kind of some scratch. So you probably would have even known that the book wouldn't have been in this room.
Got it. That's fine.
But she comes back in and she has 2 little teardrop shaped vials, and they're about the size of her hand, but a little larger than 2 of your fingers together, and she holds them up. These are my vials of restful sleep that I have. I don't know how useful it'll be to you, but if you guys are going to be doing a lot of traveling and fighting bad guys or whatever, they might come in handy.
I mean, I hate to impose a little bit, but I mean, we would gladly take whatever assistance you're offering us. But do you mind if you were to share the recipe? Maybe even if we come across a surplus of these materials that are a little harder to come by, we can send them your way.
Yeah. Yeah, I could share the recipe with, but you have to understand that you probably won't be able to make them. It's a very intricate process.
you should see the things that Mr. Racker can make. It's amazing. A very a tiny little moving cannon.
Well, I have no doubt that he can make really cool mechanical things. It's a little different when it comes to crushing herbs and adding, liquids and different materials.
We'd have to make our way back to you. I mean, even if we were to bring all the goods, perhaps, this ingredient, that you can't find, perhaps we can call it the finder's fee right there. We'll bring this stuff to you, and then you just ask for a potion or two, and then you go about creating more of your potions, and then sell them or give them away, however you see fit.
But it
Okay.
does give us a very good reason to come back and visit you again.
Well, I suppose that's good. I don't know how long you're gonna be here, but if you're gonna be here at least another 6 hours, I could make more for the rest of you. I have just enough ingredients that I'd be able to do that. But
If you are kind enough to do that, maybe we'd be kind enough to stick around. And I know you talk about you over talking a little bit, but maybe we can share a tale or two with you to pass the time.
well, that's the thing. So I was going to say that if I gave you these, the payment would be a story about yourself that I could kind of keep to remember you by.
I think that's an extremely reasonable payment. Are you sure you don't want any money?
No, I don't have a whole lot of use for money. I know the village does. You know, we don't really take anything that I make goes to the village and then they use it to buy the resources that we all kind of share from. So, I mean, I just wouldn't tell them. But I can hold on to these, or you can take them. But if you come back in 5 or 6 hours, I can have the others made. Let me just.
Do you need to just? Do you need to actually sit down and be by yourself to make these things, or would idle conversation distract you too much?
I need to be focused. Some of these potions can be very intricate, and I need to make sure that the measurements are precise. You know, you don't want to be sleeping forever because I messed up. That would be really bad.
It would be.
Little
Well,
bit, yeah.
I think we can spare the rest of the afternoon. Let Miss Bramble do us this favor. Maybe we push off in the morning on our adventure. Make sure we get plenty of rest and supplies.
I agree. Maybe we can just keep an eye on things over here.
I know Quintus is supposed to be gone by tomorrow morning. Maybe we can make sure he actually leaves.
That would be nice.
Bramble, you said that the elders had the capacity to be able to see or move through trees. Can they do that with others as well? Yeah, we've had people come and ask for our services before. Only
Do you know what the typical payment for something like that is?
I've never asked. I couldn't tell you what it would be. But Dragath, he can do it. He can have some people come if they need to traverse through, you know, all the way to the other side of Cormyr. But I'm sure there would be some sort of price for it. There would have to be some sort of price. But I couldn't tell you what it is. I've never done it before.
Well, we could take some time while Miss Bramble's working hard. Go talk to him, see if that is a possibility. If that cuts off a couple days of our travel, makes staying here definitely worth it.
Okay, well, I'll clean up. Thank you guys so much again for stopping by and having dinner with me. Think of those stories, and when you get back, I'll have these potions all ready for you, and I'll even put it in a nice little carrying case. I think I have one laying around.
Well, Arv's got this really fancy magic bag. It's got so much space in it, you wouldn't even believe it.
Well, that's pretty cool. That works too. Yeah, you can do that. I normally put a little extra cushion in there so they don't clink around and break. Wouldn't want to have them, you know, destroyed and then lose out on all the materials and the work. But if his bag works too. But let me go ahead and clean up and come back in a couple hours. No, get out of here.
Just clean. Just
No.
help you clean.
No,
I could do a couple dishes.
no.
Ms. Arches, some people are very particular with how they organize things.
Been an
I
amazing
know,
host.
but it kind of reminds me of home a little. I miss Aunt Sasha. We used to do the dishes together.
Your back would
Miss already
probably
getting up
hurt.
and headed towards the door.
Your back would probably hurt if you had to hunch down and do dishes in my sink.
I'm not that old, ma'am.
But you're not that short either.
I know.
It's okay, get out of here. I got things to do, and it would be better if I didn't have to argue about who was doing what. So, go and prepare your stories.
Thank you, Bramble.
Thank you. It was a pleasure meeting you and having dinner. Okay, and then she kind of walks you all to the door, and then as you go to leave, she hangs a little wooden sign on the outside of her door that just says busy. What do you all
He's
do?
already outside, scratching in his little book. Well, that was an interesting meeting right there.
We can get those potions. That could be so helpful for us in the desert.
Those potions will be helpful for us at any time. We get tapped of resources.
Now, should we go? I assume Dragath and the other druids are still communing with the trees, but should we go back and talk to Sylvani about maybe being transported? She might know, at least, what that process looks like.
Yeah, I don't think that's a bad idea.
To Sylvani?
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay. I was just waiting for confirmation from the rest of the group. As you make your way further down the roots of the tree to the eventual house that you first met Sylvani in, most of the druids keep their doors open, their windows drawn to where you can see in. It's a very open community. And as you walk in, you can, or walk near, you can see Sylvani just kind of on the ledge, kind of looking over, and she sees you approach. Back already? I thought you'd be exploring longer.
I feel like I've seen quite a lot, honestly.
What can I help you all with?
I took a turn around the woods. It took a couple hours. Saw plenty.
I suppose. I guess I just thought maybe you would hang out at the top of the tree for a little bit longer.
It's currently occupied.
I'm aware. What can I help you
And-
with?
Well, we heard that maybe your group could physically transport us somewhere.
Ah,
through
yes.
The tree.
Dragath. He absolutely can. Tree striding. Essentially opening up a waygate inside of a tree, and as long as he's familiar with the area, which he's familiar with all of these lands, he can open up a waygate for you all to travel. It's relatively taxing on him, but he can do it.
Do
What?
you know what kind of
Uh,
price?
yeah.
You would be asking?
It depends. It mostly goes on the need of the village. A lot of times it's gold. Other times there's a troll that needs dealt with, or bandits that have been encroaching into the village, disturbing the lands. The normal gold going rate is about 100 gold per person. You have to
I see.
understand,
We can't
looking at
fly
your
for the
faces,
full amount.
you have to understand this is instantaneous travel.
Oh no, of course. It's not an outrageous ask at all.
Well,
I'm afraid we just don't.
I'm
sorry,
sure
go
that's
ahead.
only one example. He might want something else. Wouldn't hurt to go ask him, I suppose.
He will be... She looks up into the sky. Still indisposed for a couple more hours.
Do you know about how long?
A couple more hours.
Okay.
Oh, I thought she was talking to me.
Sorry. I'm sorry. We haven't actually had the opportunity to meet real quick. I kind of wandered in last second.
No, you didn't.
But you say I wandered to you last second.
That's better.
But your current resident on top of the tree, what exactly is he doing? I don't think he's the kind to take in the environment and wander at the natural beauty of the land.
Since it appears that either you didn't listen or your friends didn't communicate to you, I'll repeat. I don't necessarily know what he's doing at the top. Not really. It's not really any of our concern. He seems to be abiding by all the rules, and while I do understand that he wanted to use our tree as a summoning site for a demon, summoning the demon is absolutely out of the question, and we disagreed and told him that it was not going to be an option. Not only because we wouldn't allow it, but because the tree is dying. But I have no understanding for why he is up at the top of the tree. I just assumed that it was taking in fresh air. It is a very awe-inspiring view from up there. Did you not get a good look?
We
Haven't been up there yet.
have some concerns that once he knows that we're here, all of his hive mind knows that we're here.
Well, that is a concern indeed. I'm sorry, was there more that you needed? Did you need permission to do something? I gave you free reign of the village.
We just don't want to do anything that might offend. Knowing that we have a history with Quintus, we want to make sure that that's not going to cause an issue with you and your people.
I mean, what are your intentions? Are you going to go up there and...
Stop him any means necessary. Whether that's a conversation or not.
I don't think that would be a good idea.
One of your residents did mention that bloodshed at the top of the tree is a bad omen, so we would avoid anything like that.
Of course. How could I... That is absolutely true. Bloodshed at the top of the tree, or anywhere on the tree for that matter, is a dastardly omen.
But what if we were moving from the tree?
Personally, I would prefer that we keep all forms of violence, especially among people who have been so civil since they've arrived. I would prefer that we left that violence at the doorstep, if you will.
Even if he didn't?
Has he attacked you?
No,
Here?
but his comrades have.
Here, today, in this village?
Not in this village, no.
Okay then, I don't know how I can make this any more clear. It's like, even if you can be the worst of enemies, there are some places that should remain off limits. Have a conversation, if you will. But I can assure you that acts of violence here in this village will be a poor decision on your part.
We understand.
Dion, I sent you a message, but
Oh, I didn't see it.
Can I roll another insight check?
Yeah, you sure can.
Fuck it. Damn it.
Wow, really rolling the 12s tonight.
Yeah.
He
I'm
is
already
perfectly average.
above.
Give me a second.
Well, he was rolling 10s. He got a 12 with his +2.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys didn't see that roll, right? I just want to make sure. It shows up on both of my screens, so I don't know if it only showed up to me, even though one of them is a player screen. And it's showing up in the stream, which is funny. You don't sense anything. I mean, you might sense that there's something off, but she's not quite giving you enough to go off of. You're more than welcome to continue to prod if you would like, but as it stands currently, you cannot truly determine whether or not she is on the up and up,
Fine.
if you will.
So, I mean, is there a particular reason why they're all down there in the base of the tree while you're up here? Seems kind of like something you would really want to be a part of, and well, given your laissez-faire type of style to people being in here, I don't really feel like you need all the guards if you were really thinking about somebody coming in here and causing a ruckus.
To be clear, I did not request the guards. The city requested the guards. And as far as me being up here, it's very rare that we have all of the elders leaving the village susceptible to attack. I can wake up the other elders if necessary. But once they enter their trance, only another elder can wake them up. They are extremely vulnerable in this state.
Do you fear if any of Quintus's friends may come and harm them in that state?
I think we have an understanding.
He wants to summon a demon queen.
And I have made it abundantly clear that we have said no.
Yes, you have said no.
And so
But-
did Dragath, and so did Eldon, and so did Maris, and Tarn, and Jorah. Fenris.
Right, I think what we're concerned about is he's not alone. And your village could get overwhelmed or converted. It's an insidious thing that they do. They put it in the food and the drink, and they let it slowly seep into everybody to where your free will is gone and you can't make choices outside of what the hive wants. I know that you guys are in tune with the mushrooms, and that's your thing, but it's their thing too. And we're just worried. I have family members that have been affected. I've seen firsthand what this does to people.
And yet here you are arguing with me about whether or not I'm going to allow him to summon a demon in our tree.
I'm just saying you may not get the choice to allow.
I understand your concern. You can either take my word for it that it is handled, or we can talk about it all day.
At this point, we have several hours to kill.
And I have nothing better to do.
At first light. He's gone at first light, correct?
That is my understanding.
Well, I guess we'll just stick around for a little bit and watch him leave the city.
Let me make one thing clear. You were worried that he would have others coming into our village. No one moves in this village without an elder knowing about it. We are incredibly in tune with the tree. And she looks at you, Sammy. When you climbed up the side to go in stealthily, we knew. We all knew. So do not think that anyone can come in here without us knowing about it. We knew of your coming. We know of everyone's coming. We are safe. And again, nothing happens on our watch without our knowledge. And you hear thunder. And as you look outside,
What's her reaction to that?
just staring at you as she's lecturing you.
Yeah, so the thunder doesn't phase her at all.
The dark, like a rain thunder. Not like the thundering of like something dropping and falling or crashing. It's the crashing of like thunder, of rain clouds. And as you look out the window, your attention turns and she's looking at you. You can see that it is dark all of a sudden. Like a eerie gray has crept across.
Am I the one who thinks that that's kind of ominous? That's ominous, right?
That's very, very ominous.
I mean, considering the fact that it's still mid-afternoon, yeah.
What are you going to
I
do?
think we've wasted enough of our time over here, so
Wait,
have yourself a great day.
John, quick question.
Yeah.
When I never said I looked up, but like beforehand, was there like any clouds in the sky?
Nope.
Yeah.
Well, this is completely out of nowhere. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, completely out of nowhere.
I'm going to start walking away from her and back in the direction of the tree.
Good luck.
Yeah, gonna exit her presence for sure.
Yeah, at least get out of the building.
And
Rin's
directly.
gonna pause
Go ahead.
before she leaves real quick and just says,
If you allow something to happen, I will not forgive you.
leaves.
Directly under the canopy of the tree is relatively dry, but you can still hear the spattering of raindrops on the leaves high above, and kind of trickling down, kind of on the outskirts of the tree, falling down around, almost looking like a curtain of rain surrounding the perimeter of the village. Looking up into the sky through some of the lower hanging branches, you can see a dark, spiraling cloud, the center being directly over top of the tree. Cloud formation kind of swirling down.
I'm gonna get about 100 feet away from her hut, and I'm gonna turn around and wait for them to come towards me if they're following me, or are they going some other direction?
I don't see any reason why we'd split up, so I'd follow you.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we're going up at this point, yeah, we're going up at this point.
If you turn around, looking back towards them, you would see Silvani standing in the doorway with a sinister grin on her face.
Oh, insight! Insight!
I mean, you can.
It's sinister. She's gone batty.
Yeah,
I
my
know, I just wanna know
descriptor
how
words
far.
kind of gave it away.
Yeah, they did.
But yeah,
It's
you
done.
can-
That's all there is. I was hoping to get more out of it. I think this is bad, and we need to get to the top of that tree ASAP.
Yep,
She
I agree.
forgot about her
That's
own
really
damn
bad.
omen.
What do you mean?
How do you guys brought up the bad omen about spilling blood at the top of the tree, and she's like, "Oh right, that. I forgot about that. Did y'all not pick up on that?"
I
You
saw
see
that.
Riker heading to the tree, ignoring Sammy because this is an emergency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Alrighty.
The tree.
You all sprinting up the roots, and as you get in, you can see this daunting spiral staircase. Takes you several minutes to ascend, and then comes the lift.
Elevator.
You all fit onto the lift, and as you press the button or the lever to basically start the ascent, you have about, I don't know, 10-15 minutes as you go to the
So,
top of this tree.
They're infected, and we're all screwed, right? Is that what I'm getting?
That's what it seems like.
I don't know if they're infected, but
They're definitely not fighting
Anybody-
it.
can we tell if she was actually her and not somebody else?
I don't know.
Anybody
her.
do anything
I'd
like
be
that?
able-
You mean like an illusion?
Yeah, like that. Like she's wearing a mask, but it's a really damn good mask.
well, it's hard to know for sure since this whole area is covered in spores. But I will say that was really suspect. I guess
mean,
at this point,
even-
I wouldn't doubt it. John, I am going to summon my cannon at this point.
Okay.
And Arda's been with me this whole time.
God, which one is it? Sorry, the Force Ballista. That's the one I'm summoning.
Alrighty, Artificer Cannon is out. Okay. I could have swore that Arsis, you had detected for spores, so
Everybody.
and we know that
I
they're
mean,
spore
mushroom
druids.
Yeah. Everything it was glowing. It was bad. It hurt my head a little bit. That's why I went out of the village.
And there's no way
Take
for
a
us
break.
to tell whether or not they've been infected. It was indiscernible.
It was indiscernible.
We'd have to
Yep.
pick up on more, context clues to know for sure.
I think our context clues have just hit us in the face.
Rocker, do you
I-
still have
I'd
one
like
of
to
those
think
little
so.
vials of their shit they were selling in Monroe? Or did you give those all up?
The tinctures.
Yes.
I think
You gave a vial to somebody.
Yes.
Do you remember who you
I
gave
still
it
had
to?
at least one left, though.
Silvani.
You gave it to Silvani so she could work on a cure. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you had multiple. So I will say, if no matter how you have it marked, you now have one left.
Okay. See, I know I gave like most of them to Mortimer once we were in Suzale, and I kept only a few for myself.
Okay, we'll say you have one left.
You gave a vial to her?
Well,
What does she do with it?
He seemed trustworthy.
I mean, it seemed like something that could work. I mean, they're spore druids. They know about spores. Therefore, they might be able to come up with a cure.
They're spore druids. They are infected with spores. Can't believe we were so naive to think that they would help us.
Well, it seemed like a good idea at the time.
What seemed like
Damn
a
it, I
bad
wish you would have
idea
just
was
smashed that vial on the ground in front of her and watched her reaction. We would
Well-
have gotten a better gauge on that.
Well, I mean, if you want to invent a time machine, then sure, by all means, but nothing we can do about it now.
Let me work right on that. You and I can do that together,
Okay,
all right?
okay.
No, we can't,
Guys,
actually.
Let's
Guys,
think about what's going on up
guys.
top.
We gotta stop arguing. We got other things to do.
How are we going to do this?
I don't know.
We are not strong enough.
well, there's 6 of us and only one of him, like you said earlier.
Unless he summoned that demon queen.
Hopefully she's not here yet.
I
know, I
find
feel
that
like
to
that-
be unlikely. I don't think that would be. There's no way you
Wait.
could have summoned a demon that quickly.
This is Herc, right?
Yeah.
I was.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Just want to make sure.
But the army's just what, 2 days away max? Day away?
I believe that is the time frame that they said that they were going to be here.
I really don't want to disrespect these people's traditions, but
Do we even know if they're of sound mind anymore?
I
She
think
completely
what we saw
forgot
in
her
this guide-
tradition.
I think that what we're seeing kind of changes things a bit. There's respecting tradition, and there's an emergency, and I think this classifies as an emergency.
I agree.
Maybe if we just stop Quintus, we can delay the ritual until the army gets here. And we can get out before the rest of the druids come for us. She said we got a couple hours before the rest of them wake up. She didn't follow us up the tree, knowing our intention.
We're getting to any point in the tree where we can see out of it, and preferably in the direction of her hut.
Oh.
And maybe watch her looking at us.
So, it's been a while since I've described this. The lift itself is actually on the outside of the tree.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, it is like ascending right up the side of the trunk, all the way towards the top.
We can keep an eye on her all the way up.
You'd probably be pretty difficult once it. I mean, I guess you could. It's about 500 feet in the air. So I think,
Just looking for a
once you
body
get
at this
about
point.
300 feet in the air, I mean, you definitely you'd still be able to see the building, but probably not be able to see inside of it. And she hasn't, that you know of, because you did spend some time inside walking up the stairs. She hasn't, that you know of, left that building. Listen. I know you guys are eager to confront him, and that's fine. I'm not going to stop you. I'm here. We can do this. But if at any point any of you decide that this is too much, we can run and jump off of the tree, and I will feather fall us, and we will not be harmed. But we have to commit to that decision.
Should we have a
So we should-
signal?
Yeah, like, should we come up with a code word?
I think it would just be run. I don't necessarily
is.
think we need anything.
Sammy does chuckle at that.
I knew we brought you along for a reason, Arv. Always thinker.
I will say something else. There are 6 of us, right?
Yeah.
I think I know the spell. It can only cover, I think, up to 5 people.
That is true.
But I also have it, well, a similar version prepared myself. It's just I don't have a whole lot of, well, trinkets on me at any given time.
You would also know that it's not a concentration spell.
Sorry, what Riker is saying is that he doesn't have a lot of spell slots. He does have it, but
I will be fine. I will cast it on all of you when you jump. And I will be back shortly afterwards.
How do you know you would make it out, though?
Arv? You don't have to cast it on me. I should never mind, wrong character.
I have alternative methods of preventing falling to my death, and he kind of pulls at his cloak. This has multiple purposes. War wizards, they do get some tricks. Like those rings. The rings, cloak, wands. You should see our storage. So many wands.
Yeah, I know. War wizards like to brag.
I'm casting Frostlaugh on myself and giving myself 7 temporary hit points.
Nice.
Do I have anything else?
Herc kind of turns around towards the side, looking out of the lift. All this rain is making me have to relieve myself. Don't look. Or you can look, I don't care, I'm not shy, but don't look if you don't want to. And he kind of nuzzles up close to the edge and kind of like goes on his tippy toes to relieve himself over the edge of the lift.
Insight check. I want to know if he's doing that because he needs to relieve himself or if he's that nervous.
The insight check would be, go ahead, roll it.
Fucking hell!
Oh my god!
I'll give you. I'll give you. Herc had to relieve himself because your DM has to relieve himself. I'm going to use the restroom before we get to the top.
Potty break.
Okay,
Real quick potty break.
Yep.
Man, I don't want to do this fight. I don't want to do this fight.
We
Maybe it
don't
doesn't have to
do
be a fight.
I mean, I, the player, want to do this fight. It sounds really cool.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Okay,
If I got it.
cool. As you continue up the tree, you can start to see the top peer over the edge and look up. Is there anything that we want to do beforehand? Any strategy that we want? How do we feel? How do we feel about fire?
DM, is it raining right now?
It is raining.
Okay. Well, I don't want anything to, even though it's raining, I don't want anything to possibly happen to the tree. I don't want it burning down or anything.
I mean, if we can,
Black fire, it's warm.
if we can do the least amount of harm to these people's homes, I think they'd appreciate it when we save them from the fungal infection.
Plus, this tree is beautiful. We wouldn't want to destroy something of such beauty.
If the fire can be directed at Quintus and hopefully not Zugtmoy, but Zugtmoy only, then I'm okay with it. But if there's any risk of hurting the tree, I don't want to do it.
Kind of angle your stuff up if it goes boom. And if it doesn't go boom, well then just angle it at him and you should be alright.
Ardu's set for acid right now, not fire. Still gonna damage the tree, but it'll be less destructive.
As much as I like the flamethrower, there's a reason I'm not going to use it.
All right, I suppose. I still think that the preservation of our life is
Always.
greater than the preservation of the tree. And especially if we think about the preservation of all the lives of all of Cormyr versus the preservation of the tree.
But if we can prevent it, I would prefer not to destroy the tree.
What little I know of magic means it comes in kind of many flavors.
Flavor.
Yeah, there's mint, there's chocolate chip, there's cookie dough.
Force, lightning, acid, poison. That one's a mint.
Monster Energy, Red Bull.
Gross.
We'll see us.
I've seen a Red Bull before. Back in Suzale in the basement of one of the taverns, there was a riding
we should save
competition.
that story for Bramble when we're finished with this.
I don't know if I've heard that one, so probably a good one to tell us there.
Sometimes
Is there
I do my best thinking in battle.
Mister,
My
if
mind.
we survive, I really want to hear all about this Red Bull. It sounds fascinating.
Win. We survive, Riker. Win.
He puts up a finger, but just puts it back down.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Goodberry and pass out 2 to everybody.
Nice.
Nice.
Or I guess it wouldn't be 2 to everybody. It would be 1 for me, and 1 for Arv, and 2 for everybody else.
What the fuck? Arv takes notice. He knows that you
I
shafted
will
him.
remember this.
It's because we should be in the back. We shouldn't be taking the hit.
You don't know Arv. You don't know what he's got.
I don't.
Well, you about to find out.
So they're worth 1 hit point apiece. They're really not going to do a whole lot other than maybe getting somebody up if they go down. But I wanted to make sure we had them.
All right. You arrive at the top of the tree with a resounding lurch as the lift abruptly stops. You swing open the door and step out onto what is now a relatively slippery tree. There are no guardrails up here. It is flat, worn away branches to carve out a path the rest of the way. There are a few switchbacks of stairs that help you get the last 50 or so feet to the top. once we get to this map, I will need you to position yourselves.
We'll need access to Herc's token.
Okay, what the hell, I guess.
I mean, you don't have to, and you can move them around for me. That's
John.
fine.
Yeah.
I will also need access to Baby Dragon's token.
I need access to the cannon.
There's
Sorry.
no shot.
Damn it, John! What are you doing?
You could just delete that one. I can use the one that I pulled out of the map. I think it's if we pull it, we have access immediately.
Yeah,
If you
go
pull
ahead
it,
and
you have to
go
assign
ahead and
it.
pull the cannon
yeah,
out.
I do have that actually. Yeah, right
I'll
there.
make sure that it's assigned for real. Let me get Herc's character. Edit. Can be edited. Control by Semitaro. Okay.
Hey, I got it.
You got it? Nice.
Yep. I'm sure Herc would take point on this one here.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Shit. The fuck? Stop moving. Damn it, Arf!
Yeah, I mean, Rin's basically going to be behind Herc the whole time.
Oh,
As-
why is Arthas on a half square?
Because I put her on a half square.
You can do that?
No,
Yeah,
you
I'll-
Special that
you
way.
can't do that. Don't do that. I use a grid system for a goddamn reason.
Fine.
Great.
You can start on a half square if you want. Use the measuring tool, but wherever you end up after that, better be on a full square.
Oh my god, you're so
Wait, why do we have two? Why do we have two dragons? What the
Because
fuck?
I can't control the bottom one.
It's
Don't
dead
question.
now.
We have. Let's just say we have two dragons.
Yeah.
As you get
Not
up
anymore.
there, you see Arv pull out a short sword. But you can see, as you crest to the top of the stairs and you are looking at this tree, branches encircling, making a large gateway. For Sammy, who has seen this before, it looks vastly different. The once transparent, able to see through out into the distance is now filled with an inky black void swirling. Quintus speaks. I knew you would come. They told me of your arrival. And he turns to face you.
And who's they exactly?
The druids. You're too late. I'm going to go speak to my queen now.
Arv, I take it back. Fire's acceptable.
Your efforts are futile. He opens up his cloak and pulls out a larger vial and he sets it onto the ground. You should just drink it. Join the winning side.
Hey, John.
Put her
Yeah.
cloak up in front of her face.
Can I have the cannon shoot that little glass thing and blow it the hell up?
Yeah, if you'd like to.
I mean, yeah. Fuck that thing.
Yeah. Arsis puts a scarf over her face to prevent any sort of
Dude.
additional infection.
Do you need a roll for that, or is it
Yeah, if you would
just
please.
shatter?
Like a 5 AC.
So yes, roll a spell attack, John.
Yes, please.
Yeah. 11.
Okay. It does hit, and it shatters. Is it force, or it's force damage,
Forced.
right? Yeah.
force
Okay.
damage.
Yeah, as you can see, it makes sort of a scuff mark into the tree, and the liquid goes splattering. You should not have done that.
I don't want to listen to you, so I think I should have done that.
It would be much easier for you all. Your family. Some of you already have family that have overcome or that have been overwhelmed by the spores. They are now thralls. There is nothing you can do. But if you wish to join them, and he looks at you, Arsis, you can speak with her again. Really speak with her again.
Staring him
She
down,
says
bow drawn.
she misses you. Don't do this. Come back and just drink the tea.
Tell you right now, that does not sound like my aunt, and I want to shoot my arrow at his face.
Okay, let's go ahead and roll for initiative.
We're
All right.
doing it, boys.
Don't forget to click your tokens.
Fuck! I did it.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Did it not go through on your guys' end?
No.
Nope.
Rip. Try it again.
Hey, that's not fair. He's not allowed to have a high initiative. That's not how this works.
Rin also has a 21 though, so she might be able to stop him from doing anything.
Oh, it did go through? Okay.
No, you have to edit it, but it's what you roll.
Oh, yeah. Oh, she does have 20. Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it like didn't go through the first time, but it, yeah.
You just click on the number on the initiative tracker and edit it to 21.
Oh, I got it.
This
It'll
is
be-
an ability
We're
check,
good.
correct?
Yeah,
Technically?
I think so. I think initiative's an ability check.
Cool. So keep my 9.
9 instead of 15?
Yes, because I'm rolling at disadvantage still.
Hmm.
Mr. Sleepy.
Right. Thank you for reminding me.
Rin,
John-
what's your agility?
Agility?
Or dexterity, sorry. I've been playing World of Warcraft a
Wow.
little bit. What's your dexterity? Rin.
It's like
Oh, me?
Yeah, what's
Sorry.
your sorry, Rin, what's your dexterity?
My dex is +5.
You have a 20
Yeah,
in your
sorry.
dexterity?
No, sorry, my saving throw dex is +5.
Okay, what's just
No,
your
that's fine. My regular dex is 14. So +2.
okay, there we go.
Okay.
I did a double take too when I saw John's double take. Like,
I can't read.
I'll
He goes
allow
first, doesn't he?
no, they're both 14s. I will allow roll 20 to allow for the
The arrangement.
the arrangement to happen. So
You have to put me below her, because technically I'm a 12, because I have a -2 penalty to everything still.
how the hell did that happen? Okay. Arsis, since technically the initiative was started with you loosing the arrow, I will allow you to shoot your arrow first.
Okay.
John, random question. Is this the same battle music I use in Call from the Deep?
I don't know. This is a Bardify
Okay.
on YouTube.
It just sounds like I'm not. I didn't know if you.
27
I do.
27 will hit.
7 piercing damage. And honestly, I will throw Favored Foe on it.
Okay. Okay. So you said how many? What's the total?
11 points of damage.
11 points of damage. And just out of curiosity, that's okay. Let me add. Okay. You get the sense Wait, hold on. Is your bow magical?
Yeah.
Okay.
+1.
Okay, I couldn't remember if it was or not. Never mind. Your bow does full damage. Already do I guess that was just the attack, and then we'll do anything else. Rin.
I mean, do I get a full turn? Because then I can bonus action stick Ardu on him.
Sure, we'll call it a surprise round. Yeah.
He's not gonna make it all the way to him, so he will just dodge as his action.
And that ends your turn?
That ends my turn.
Okie dokie, Rin, you are up at the top of the order.
Yeah! Rin is going to cast Dissonant Whispers as a 2nd level on him. This is kind of fun because he can't really move very far. But he needs to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Jeez. Wow.
So he takes his psychic damage, and then he must immediately use his reaction, if available, to move as far as the speed allows away from me. But the creature doesn't move, and obviously danger grants as a fire pit.
Let me make sure immunity's okay. Okay, so he just needs to move as far away from you as he can?
Yeah. So basically like there, I guess.
Alrighty. And you can see he is just on the cusp of being enveloped by this inky black void, and you can see that it is still swirling faster and faster, and as he kind of grasps at his head and kind of shakes it off, and you can hear him mutter, no. It will be... do you do anything else?
Yeah, she's gonna do a little, oh, she's got everyone here. So, oh no, not close enough. Okay, no, we're gonna do it. As my bonus action, I am going to do Mantle of Inspiration on 3 of my friends, which gives you temporary HP. So that's gonna go to Herc, Arv. Arsis already has some temp HP on her, so Rin's gonna walk over to Riker and give him.
What's it give?
8 temporary hit points.
Okay, I'll add the... You said Arv got it?
Yeah, Arv, Herc, and Riker.
Okay, so he used his reaction. Okay.
Takes note of that.
Oh, and then anyone can immediately use their reaction to move your speed without provoking an AI. So.
Use reaction to move?
Cannot put his Herc's temporary hit points on, so just to let you know.
I just always keep like a Excel file next to like the character sheet for like remembering spell slots and stuff like that, because you can't adjust stuff.
Oh.
But Herc would use his reaction to move his entire movement. You know that.
Yeah, he would. I'm just also looking at this token has 8 in the red spot.
I just put that there for the temporary HP.
Thank you. Okay, got it. Herc would definitely move forward then. It was his full movement?
Yep.
Or is it half movement?
It says full. Up to its speed.
That is 30 feet right there.
Give me a second. Would it be easier?
You too, Riker, if you want.
Oh, I already did. I'm not getting any closer. I'm fine over here.
I just updated Herc's token to have his HP. Red is his temporary HP, and then blue is his AC, if that helps.
That's fine, yeah.
Okay. That ends your turn. It will now be Quintus's turn. And he will cast Stinking Cloud And we're going to use measurement tool. Broadcast to others, linger. Circle.
Wow, rude.
He is not allowed. Yeah, I counter spell, except I can't.
Oh, I was
You're
about
not
to
close
say.
enough, are you?
I don't know if he is or not. Oh, come
Oh, he's
on.
within 60.
That's not what I wanted to do. Shit. Okay.
Oh,
There
can
we
I
go.
silvery barbs that?
No,
No.
doesn't work for that. It's not an attack roll.
Okay.
Alrighty. You all need to make a Constitution saving throw. Disregard whatever that DC is. It is not a 31
Wow.
DC.
Oh, jeez.
I got
Or
35.
35, not 35.
It's fine.
Just casual 35 DC.
It's a 17.
Oh.
Well, it says at the start of its turn, so do you want us to roll at the start of the turn?
Oh, is it the start of the? Yeah, I guess it makes sense. Okay,
That's what it
yeah, you
says,
can.
Am I
You
allowed
can.
to keep my roll there?
Yeah,
or
you
do
can
want
keep
me
it.
to
Just
roll?
go ahead and roll it now. It's not going to make any difference, but it'll make it easier for me to track who
Okay.
failed and who saved.
Okay, so it's a con.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rin doesn't like stinky things.
Neither does ours.
Right, Roger still has his mask
Anybody?
on.
We get 777s. Do we win something?
No.
Like craps or something? Come on.
Okay.
Hey,
And
what's the wind situation up here? This is pretty gusty, I thought.
what's it say for a strong wind at least 20 miles per hour disperses it after one round.
But a moderate wind, at least 10 miles per hour, disperses it after 4 rounds.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. After he casts that, he will stay right where he's at. You don't have to do this. I will be leaving.
Oh, it says each creature that is completely within the cloud at the start of its turn. I'm only half in the cloud.
Okay. That's fine.
Okay.
All right, it is Herc's turn.
So, Herc hasn't pulled out. Oh, damn it! But that bonus actually changed my fucking shit around a little bit. Hold on 1 second.
It wasn't a bonus action,
alright,
it was a
so-
reaction.
And keep in mind that means you do not have a reaction going forward.
I know. I was gonna do something else with.
He will at the end of his turn.
At the end of his turn, yeah, but
He will use his bonus action to invoke his channel divinity, and he is going to do the Peerless Athlete.
okay.
Ba-ba-ba-bam. So that is his bonus action, and with his action, he is fuck. He's gonna pull out the Hue axe and take a mighty swing at him. He's only got one attack because we're level
God dang
4,
it.
right? So.
Yeah.
I need to
Not
just
gonna
draw
push him
that
off the
thing.
edge?
I was gonna do something else, but then I realized that the reaction movement took that away from me. So that will come next round.
Okay.
But I doubt a 9 hits Quintus.
No, sorry. I was tired of being able. I couldn't move because I had the linger, so I was dinking around with that. Your attack of a 9 does not hit, unfortunately.
That is fine. That is his action, his bonus action, and he's going to come over this way, actually. And that will be the end of his turn.
Alrighty, Quintus will use a legendary action to cast Fungal Retreat.
Does that invoke an attack of opportunity?
This is teleportation. Is now on this branch over here. Arsis, it is your turn.
Shoot motherfucker in the face.
Okie dokie.
It's again, and I'll step away from the cloud just a little bit. Because, actually, shit, he's on the other side of the cloud. Okay, so then I need to come up here to shoot him in the face. Because I can't shoot him through the cloud. Alright, I'm gonna bonus action stick Ardu on him if I can. So, see if he can make it. Still can't make it! He's gonna action dash. So I'm gonna be like, get him. And then I'm gonna shoot him in the face.
Okie dokie, go ahead and roll for damage.
Let me roll to hit him first.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Fuck!
Ah,
And so it begins.
The whiff of the stinking cloud is lingering just enough to distract you.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I can do.
That's all you got? Alrighty.
Yep.
Sammy, with a 7, you are unfortunately, you must
Says
spend
I
your
have to
action
spend my
that turn
action,
retching and
yes.
reeling.
But you can still
you're
move.
getting... Yep, that's the point. So I'm gonna go 30 feet here, and then he's gonna use his bonus action to dash. I'm gonna get right here. And that will be it.
Alrighty.
Arv's turn.
It is Arv's turn. He is going to shoot a firebolt. Unfortunately, that misses. Sailing past the branch and kind of out into the beyond, and then he is going to use 30 feet of movement and use a bonus action to make a sword attack as a critical hit,
Yeah, boy.
dealing 7 points of piercing damage. And that will end his turn. Riker, it is your turn. You use your action retching.
No, I saved.
You saved? Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I got 17.
That's right. I was looking at the wrong one. I looked at Rin instead of Riker. Okay, you're good. That mask saved you, brother.
Riker immediately comes out of the stink cloud, and he's like, man, I'm really glad I kept this on. I will load my gun up with a firebolt and shoot it at this man.
Okay.
Let me load that up. Oh boy, this is getting great.
Unfortunately, a 9 will miss.
That's fine.
That's the third 9 in a row.
I'm going to use my bonus action, command the ballista, get up here, and it will make a shot at him.
Okie dokie.
18.
18 hits.
Okay, thank you. That's 9 damage, and since he got hit, he is pushed 5 feet away from the cannon. So kind of towards like Sammy, or possibly like up
Yeah,
here.
I'm gonna say there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll say that.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Okay. He is going to use his legendary action. Actually, yeah, he's still gonna, yeah, he'll use his legendary action to come back over here. And that will
teleport again.
Yep, teleport again. Fungal retreat. And then it is Rin's turn. Rin, you did fail, so you don't have an action, but you have your movement.
Yeah, so
Movement and potentially
Rin's-
bonus action.
yeah, I mean, Rin's gonna get her ass out of there, and then gonna give some bardic inspiration to Perk and tell him his ass.
Alrighty.
So add a D8, 1d8 whenever you need to do your next thing.
Alrighty, that ends your turn.
Mhm.
Alrighty, it is now Quintus's turn. And you can see that this black void behind him opens up, and you can now see into another dimension. Looking in, you can already see some fungal growths coming out, mold kind of sprawling out over top of the tree. It is time that I bid you farewell. Let it be known that you did not stand a chance against me. I haven't even begun to unleash even a fraction of my power, as he steps back into, and directly above him you can see a shadow coming forward. I'm off to speak with my queen. Farewell. But a parting gift. And coming through the portal, a giant winged vulture-like demon, flapping, hovering in the air as it comes through the portal. And as it comes through, it snaps closed. Quintus nowhere to be seen. And let me roll initiative for this creature.
Fuck.
Well, that's no good.
It's okay, guys. It rolled its only nat 20. That's how that works.
Better knock on some wood right now.
More like fuck off.
Perk, it is your turn. We'll say the Vraka's right
Yep.
there. Hold on. Sorry. Quintus was still kind of on my map. Just a second.
Somebody's getting mail.
This late? Dude.
Amazon delivers at all times.
Oh, okay. Could be that.
Sleet and snow,
Oh, wait.
wind and hail. They took an oath, man.
Mm-hmm.
Still waiting for my motorcycle shit to come in.
Got it. I wanted to come back and be like Steve from Blue's Clues, be like, we just got a letter. We just got a letter.
Do it when he comes back.
Finally, a giant letter, I would.
I'm mad Quintus got away.
I tell you, man,
Yeah.
it's always the fucking villains, but they're like, oh, you can't beat me. It's just like, well, why are you running, bitch?
Because he has bigger fish to fry. And a
No, he's a bitch. That's why.
Yeah.
giant
Giant bitch. Yes.
queen to fuck.
Bitch.
Gross.
Yes.
Alrighty. Also, at the top of the round, the cloud disperses.
Yeah, because he leaves.
Yay.
Herc.
Okay.
Sorry, brother. What were you doing?
That's fine. I was reading up on some shit. Fuck, everybody else is ranged now. God damn it. All right. That's not gonna help me with that, so never mind. Herc is gonna come up over here, and he is. Hold on, I need to look something up right quick. I'm very sorry.
You're supposed to be an expert on all things paladin.
I am, but it's
Apparently
what
not
he's
her.
got. He's got fucking Taverner, and I've never used it because I hated it. But I'm just looking up what the grapple condition does and how that helps everybody. So give me one moment over here. Hey, command bonus. It doesn't really help the condition. Yeah, it doesn't really help anything. So
Wouldn't he be
Okay,
restrained
then he's-
and therefore advantage?
that's what. So grapple says that the speed becomes 0, can't benefit from any bonus. The condition ends if the grappler is incapacitated, and the condition also ends if the effect removes the grappled creature from the reach. So no, he is not incapacitated, unfortunately.
Hey,
Bro,
let
just
me
shield
let me
bash him.
let me go ahead and make it a little easier for you. The Vrock was flying when it came in. He's
How
out
far above
like 15
is
feet.
the Vrock? Fuck. All right, then we're not going to use the axe then. So we're going to go back to his initial spot, and he's going to toss a mighty javelin at him and hopefully hit
We'll take it.
and not roll Joseph roll and lose that javelin over the edge of the tree.
Javelin.
Oh,
Not.
No.
Let it be
So,
known.
I guess
Not a
next-
Joseph roll.
not a Joseph roll, not at all. Now, here's another question because I don't get this one very often. Can I use smite on a thrown weapon?
It says melee.
Our smites
I'm almost
only
certain it says
melee.
melee attack, but it might just say attack, so you have to read it.
Most smite spells and divine smite can be used on a melee weapon attack.
Okay, so no, okay. I know there has been some speculation about them changing that up as far as D&D goes, but
You
at
can
least with
hear
the new version of it.
Herc pulling back with a javelin and Timora, give me strength, and throws the javelin, and it just kind of pierces into the shoulder of one of the wings of the Vrock and just lets out a little shriek. But go ahead and what is that total damage?
That is 7.
What's the 4 for?
Yeah, that's what I
don't
was
know, it says
looking at.
rolling 1d6.
Oh, because of the hue? No, because it would be javelin. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, I
She's
think
not
it's
throwing it two-handed, so.
okie dokie.
Yep, and that will be it.
Even though the javelin pierced, you can tell that it was not as susceptible to the attack. Okay. That ends Herc's turn. No more. You're not going to use any movement or anything.
No, he's gonna hang tight right there.
Okay. Arsis, it is now your turn. What are you going to do?
They just need to hold still, and Ardu will run closer. Can't hit him because he doesn't fly yet, but Yeah, and then I will try to hit him with my longbow. Does a 21 hit?
21 does hit.
Cool. So as the arrow goes flying out, I guess we will favored foe this one. And then Ardu will infuse the strike with acid as well.
Okay.
So, 15 damage from just the bow, plus another 5 points of acid damage on top of that.
Okay. Nice.
In one of its wings. I want to try to get it to land.
Okay. Nice. Does that end your turn?
That ends my turn.
Alrighty, Sammy, it is now your turn, brother.
Right.
And then Riker,
Sammy
you're on
is
deck.
Going to reposition himself over here. I think that's a good spot for him. And while he's running over that way, he's going to stop. And I can't use my bonus action. Shit.
Why not?
Well, for that, I was going to do steady aim, but I've already moved, and I'm not going to limit myself to that. Or I'm going to limit myself to that. So he's just going to. Is Ardu within 5 feet?
I don't know, because it's 15 feet in the air, so I'm going to say no.
Okay.
He is
I
not.
was trying to go
Then
for his
it's-
wings to ground him, but
Okay, then it's just going to be a normal attack, no sneak attack.
ah, fuck.
Come on, damn it!
How would it be?
Sneak attack would. That would have been awesome, damn it!
This isn't with a +1 or any sort of magic weapon, correct?
Oh, this is just a normal short bow.
Okay. So. Okay.
9 points of damage.
Got it. Alrighty. End your turn.
That is my movement. I will use my bonus action then to dash right here. And that will be the end of my turn.
Okie dokie. Riker, it is now your turn.
I looking around. Is there any other like ritual going on here? Any like activity with like the clouds like we were seeing before? Is that gone with Quintus being gone?
There is still a storm going on. It is still raining, and the winds are high, but there's no more like portal that you can see.
Okay, so just the weather, no other like clouds forming near like the center or anything.
Yeah, that is correct.
Okay.
Even
Okay.
the even the swirl that was forming is dispersed, and now it's just a regular thunderstorm that you can tell.
All right, Riker will take out his gun. He'll load up shell. I don't think I've used before. He'll point it slightly above this creature, shoot it, and when it the bullet will kind of go right above its head, and like out will come like this green net. And I'm going to cast Fairy Fire.
Okay.
It needs to make a dex save. 11 will fail.
Shed dim light in a 10-foot radius. Attack roll against creature has advantage. Okay. All right, let's put a little pink on there. All right, Fairy Fire. Got it.
Yep. So and as it's caught up in like this this like net essentially, I'm gonna bonus action have my ballista fire at it.
Okie dokie.
Nat 20. Okay.
Alrighty.
Okay,
Go
let's
ahead.
go.
Everybody's burning through them nat 20s.
That's gonna be 4 die 8. 16 force damage.
Okie dokie. Nice. Is that end your turn?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty. Let's see. He is going to...
Do these things have blood? That's a very good question right now.
Yeah. I mean, they've got some sort of
Okay. We're gonna
life
piss off
water.
some druids then. Fine. There we go.
Arv is going to cast Firebolt. 18 will hit.
27, actually.
I thought it was only the first attack. Every
No,
attack?
as long as I'm
Higher.
concentrating on it.
No shit. Okay, 27.
No, you're thinking of Guiding Bolt, which is only the first
That
attack,
is
but-
right. You are correct. That is exactly what I was thinking of. And then he is going to use 30 feet of movement to come down. And he is not in range to attack. The Vrock is going to use 15 feet of movement. And it is swooping down within melee range at this point because it is going to attempt to grapple you. So I need you to make a athletics or acrobatics check against a 12.
I fail.
Oh god.
Alrighty. He picks you up. And he has 60 feet of flying. He used 15 of it to get to you. Do you round up or down when you go by half in movement?
I believe
depends
we've
on
been
the
Been
DM,
rounding
but it's
down the
usually
entire
down.
time.
Yeah.
Okay.
You normally roll down. You roll down or roll up?
I don't know. I
Um,
can't think of
At our table, we always do up, but I think you always do down because that's what the player handbook says to do.
Okay. Arsis, he is going to use 20 feet of movement to fly straight up. And he is going to, because he has multi-attack and he only used one of them to do grapple, he is going to use a beak attack.
That hits.
19 to hit for 7 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And that will end his turn. I will... Okay, 20. Okay. Rin, it's now your turn.
I know. What do I want to do?
It's so wild, the disparity. We go from 21 to 12.
Yeah.
We're just not quick on our feet, I guess.
Nope.
All of us are. I guess I'm just gonna go for a vicious mockery. I don't have. Let go of my friend. I don't.
Okay, what's your DC on that one? Is it
Yeah.
charisma?
It's wisdom, weirdly enough.
Is it wisdom?
Wisdom.
Okay. The 18 succeeds, I believe. Your DC is a 17? No. What are you?
I think I got 13 or
I think
14.
it's 14, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I saw 17th level. That's not what I was looking for. Okay, but yeah,
Yeah, no,
18. Yeah, 18.
Spell slots.
Yeah, right. 18 succeeds. It heeds you no mind as it continues
yeah, it
to
wasn't a
fly
very
up.
good insult anyway. In that case, I'm gonna bonus action throw a dagger, I guess. I gotta do something to it.
Can you bonus action throw a dagger?
I don't believe so, since you didn't make a weapon
A
attack.
normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I have to do. Okay.
Yeah, it has
never
to.
mind. I don't
You're
really know
okay.
if I can do because
The
I don't
rock's
use
up in the
all
air.
of I don't use all of my bonus. Yeah, so I'm just gonna kind of run away from that
Okay.
because I don't want to deal with that guy. Gary.
Herc, it is now your turn. You can use your movement though.
He will probably say something akin to the demon letting go of his friend, and then
Literally.
that is important because I'm gauging a reaction out of this. But he will, because the fucker is 20 feet up in the air, he will cast Guiding Bolt. He does get advantage on it since Fairy Fire is up. I just
Okay.
wish there was a super advantage for the next person. 17 to hit.
I believe 17. Yeah, 17 hits.
That is a fucking god awful damage roll.
Yeah, man, those are some dice
But,
rolls.
Yes, they are. So 9 points of magic damage, radiant damage.
And you hear Herc say, "Lady Firehair, help me save another Lady Firehair." Guiding bolt. And
Right.
Did the creature react to anything that Herc may have said? Or did it just not care because it doesn't understand?
was there something thematically, mechanically, that would have made him react to it differently, or just being attacked and being
Just being attacked and whatnot and just shouting at the damn thing.
Like, you can see the demon's very much aware of its surroundings. It seems pretty focused on its current prey. Winged creatures seem to have an MO. Pick it up, drop it, eat it when it's dead. So he doesn't
How
he doesn't
God
necessarily
intended it.
he doesn't necessarily turn around immediately to react to Herc, but he clocks the attack where it came from, looking in your direction.
Fine. Okay. I don't think what I wanted to do was going to work, so that's when I just went with that option instead.
I fucked up earlier. Not that it would have mattered, because I only had a 14 on my dexterity with advantage, but the Vrak has advantage on saving throws against spells. So even if he would have passed, I would have said that he failed. But any save that he makes going forward, he will have advantage on magical spells and saving throws.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
Okay. All right, that ends her turn. No movement, Arsis, and then it's your turn. You are currently grappled.
I think Herc will probably, sorry.
You can move him.
About Herc's movement. He's probably going to move a little closer to, actually,
You know he would
probably
be underneath
the
the
ledge.
damn thing to try to catch me.
I think he would probably understand that flying thing, picking up and dropping shit. I'm concerned he's going to drop you off the ledge.
Valid.
Herc is
He's
just
going to
there
get
with
close to the
sword.
ledge.
This.
Right.
Okay, Arsis, grappled.
Bonus action, Artie's gonna move closer, and then since because of the guiding bolt, I now have advantage on my next attack, but I have disadvantage because the creature is within melee. I'm gonna go ahead and do a straight roll of an arrow again into this thing's wings to try to round
It's
it.
still fairy fired, so 2 instances of advantage. I think you still get advantage because it cancels out the 1 disadvantage. It not only cancels out, but you get regular advantage.
Sure.
That's John's ruling right there. Sure.
Yeah,
Perfect.
we can go with it.
Okay. So I get advantage to hit him.
Is it rolling? Did I freeze?
No, I thought you were looking it up. So
Oh, no,
waiting
I was
till you
just,
had-
yeah,
Oh.
I mean, no matter what, I'm allowing you to do it this time. I'm just looking it up for the future.
So an 18.
An 18 hits.
Awesome. So 14 points of damage into his wings. Oh, and then Ardu's gonna reaction to acid. So
Okay.
another 2 points of damage on top of that. So 16 points of damage into his wing.
Okie dokie. Can't move. So that ends your turn. Sammy, it's now your turn.
Thing is still under fairy fire, so Sammy is going to load up another arrow and take a fucking shot with advantage. 23 to hit,
23 to hit. Will hit.
17 points of damage.
and that sneak attack will hit this time.
Even if it didn't.
17 points, but apparently non-magical weapons aren't as effective, so
That is
Again, my
correct.
longbow is magical.
Yes, I did count yours. If circumstances cause a roll to have both advantage and disadvantage, you are considered to have neither of them, and you roll 1d20. This is true even if multiple circumstances impose disadvantage and only one grants advantage, or vice versa. This is from Player Handbook, page 173. In such a situation, you have neither advantage or disadvantage. I already ruled it, so that's what we will do for that roll, but going forward,
Even if
Straight
you
roll.
didn't, the 18 was on my first roll.
yeah. Which works. Okie dokie. So Sammy, you did your attack, made your attack. Any movement? And then Riker, you're next.
Sounds good.
Sammy's probably going to hold his ground right over there.
Okie dokie.
That's it.
Riker, it's your turn.
All right, gonna action load up a firebolt. If I can, there we go. Thank God for advantage. 26 to hit.
26 will hit.
I 7 fire damage. And bonus action, gonna use my ballista.
You say fire damage, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That doesn't appear to have as much effect. God damn it with the...
But 19 for the cannon. Yikers. 7 force damage.
Okie dokie.
I'm just going to move about right there, and that'll be my turn.
Okie dokie. It is Arv's turn. Arv is going to unfortunately cast a firebolt. For okay, and then he will move a little closer. We'll go there, and that will end his turn.
I'm
Okay.
gonna look Arv like dead in the air, like eyes, and I'm counting on him for this.
Okay. The rock.
You know you want to do it.
I know. I'm just trying to figure out, like, the rock is going to use 30 feet of flight to fly not only over the edge, but just below the horizon of the tree stump, or like the top of the tree. And it is going to make a beak attack and a talon attack. 20 and an 18.
Both hit.
Both hit. What a roll. 5 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Oh my god.
What? Was that the...
And 5 points.
Wow.
10 total.
Wow.
Not a
Oh,
crit.
yeah.
It's 10
It,
total.
yeah, it
I
is just
know,
10.
But still.
Yeah, 10 total points. First is piercing, second is slashing.
Matter.
And then they're going to use their free action and let go.
Yep.
I will,
All right.
however,
Can't.
allow Arsis the opportunity to make either an athletics or an acrobatics, something to basically
Grab on.
grab on. And what were you gonna ask?
Question DM. Can Herc use his reaction
Mhm.
to try to assist in this endeavor, to try to make sure that, because this is what Herc was concerned about. That's why I moved him over there.
Yeah.
Can he somehow use his reaction to either assist in this roll or make the roll or anything like that to make sure that she doesn't fall over the edge?
Does he have anything mechanically that would help that they could use as a
We've
reaction?
got that plus 10 to athletics checks.
Yeah, he's got. I mean,
He's got the Peerless
he
Athlete
did
on.
his channel divinity, so.
Oh, he could
But-
jump.
I mean,
If he can jump back.
realistically, he
He could jump across.
um
It is lower.
You tell me, DM. Like,
you attacked last turn, right?
I cast guiding bolt, yes,
Okay.
and then I moved over to this spot.
Okay. How much movement did you have left?
I think I moved only like 10,
10
or
feet?
15
That's
feet,
what I
so I
thought.
would have. Yeah. I know I didn't announce anything
Yeah.
prior, and it's definitely not a held action.
Yeah,
So-
I think unless you could come up with something mechanically from the character sheet, I don't think there's anything that he could really do to help. As like if he hadn't used all of his resources last turn, I might have allowed for like I don't know, extending a javelin 10 feet over the edge or something like that to give her something to grab onto. But since she used those things,
Yeah.
it's
That's
just
fine.
gonna be on
I
her.
have to ask,
No, I
so.
appreciate it.
Does dropping count as an attack?
No,
That's a free action.
yeah, it's a free action.
I was hoping for silvery barbs. I still don't understand how that spell works, so I'm always poking it.
It's when they make a roll, so the bad guys or somebody else has to make a roll. That's when you use it.
Okay. That doesn't make sense to me.
We'll talk about it when we meet next. We'll go over it, or we can talk about it offline. Okay, Arsis, are you gonna roll an athletics or an acrobatics to try to grab hold?
It's the same, so I'm gonna roll athletics because that makes the more sense mechanically.
Okay, he's gonna roll like a dex to try to like shrug you off.
Oh, lovely.
Okay. You gotta beat an 11.
Tied.
Oh God.
Okay.
I'm a defender usually.
I thought it was
Meets it, beats it.
that's what I thought, and since like hold on, but like the aggressor meets it, beats it, right?
Yeah.
Kind of like AC. If you meet the AC, then you beat it.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, since she was the aggressor. Okay, you are clinging on for dear life. And we will continue down the turn order. It is now Rin's turn.
Hey, DM, what happens to my bow? Do
Um,
I still have it in my hand with an 11?
Would you ask the question you don't want to know the answer to?
No, I mean that's an important question. We're gonna
I
say
can make a deck save to see if I can grab the bow.
let's do it. Sure, go for it. Gotta beat a 15.
I beat a 15. Yes.
Okay. As you're grabbing on, like your bowstring kind of goes over your arm, and you have it just kind of wrapped around your arm, just dangling there freely. And you are clutching on. It is no longer holding on to you. You are holding on to it. Rin, it is your turn.
I know.
Let me.
Rin is now going to move forward 30 feet. And I guess I'm gonna try casting Bane on the rock.
Actually,
What?
to be clear, Sarah, Silvery Barbs, she could have Silvery Barbs my saving throw if
Dexterity, yeah.
if you wouldn't have passed, she could have Silvery Barbs the Vrock. So
Yeah.
you can if an enemy succeeds on an attack roll, an ability check, or a saving throw, which the dexterity saving throw would have been one, if the Vrock would have passed it, you could have Silvery Barbs it and make him roll and take him and do it again. So yeah, I think you did have that correct. Okay, but sorry, I had to interrupt you. What did you say you were gonna do?
No, you're good. I'm gonna try casting. I'm close enough now, right? Yeah. I'm gonna try casting Bane on the Vrock. So. Yeah, it doesn't
It's
do
basically
anything.
it's an opposite bless. So everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, -4.
Is a
Yeah,
D4.
minus.
Okay, charisma save. You know, Vrocks, they're so good at those.
But they do have advantage.
Dude, they're amazing at them. Look at that.
Yeah, even with advantage, they still failed. So let me slap I'll put that on there. That'll work. Okay, they have Bane, so any attack roll, saving throw, minus D4. Got it. Cool. That was a good one. Anything else with your turn?
No, I think that's it.
Okay. Kirk, it is now your turn. Seeing your friend dangling about 5 feet, 10 feet, but we're going to say 5 feet. So technically within melee range to attack the Vrock, but not within range to be able to grab Arsis, because she
That's
is
fine.
down by the hands.
That is totally fine, because Herc is going to get over here, and he's going to use... Because he tossed his javelin first, and he's not in... he hasn't used the axe yet, has he? Whatever. He's going to... If he's got the axe, he's going to store it, or drop it, or do whatever, because he's
You'll
going
know
to
that if it
punch...
dies, I die too.
He's going to punch the rock.
Okay.
That's why he's doing it, Sarah.
I know.
Yes.
So fun last time I
So
died.
we're gonna do this. We're gonna inventory. Where's my actions? Right here. We're gonna do an unarmed brawler strike.
Okay.
A 21 to hit.
Okay, 21 hits.
6 bludgeoning damage. However,
I know where this is going.
Part of that, yes. I get to use my bonus action to grapple the rock. So now I get advantage on that, and the rock has a negative D4 to whatever it decides to roll.
Okay.
So need a 25.
And it rolled effectively a 2.
Wouldn't it be a 35?
Where does he get the plus 10 from?
Peerless athlete, isn't that plus 10?
No, it's just advantage on
Okay.
strength roll, or advantage on that shit. Oh.
Alrighty.
So, grabbing the rock by its vulture neck.
Yep, grabbing it,
Herc is
punching it
gonna
into the
pull-
head.
Yep, he's gonna grab it and bring this turkey right back up onto the thing.
Okay.
Thank you.
Say some shit about this fucking bird being grounded or whatever. Here we go.
See, this reminds me a lot of what happened last week when I just imagine like you grab it by the head and just like walking with it.
Too much. That is exactly what's going on right now.
He grabs this rock by the neck and punches it into the head, like rendering it a little slow to realize what's happening. Arsis grabbing a hold to the bottom. I will not let you hurt one of my friends, and drags it back onto the top of the tree, and it is now like laying. I'm just gonna say, I guess it is grappled, but its wings kind of sprawled out. It's on its back, and Arsis is kind of like sitting in front of it. Yeah. Good work, Herc. Do you do anything else?
There you go. That's what I wanted to do a while ago, but I'm glad that it finally worked out. That is the end of Herc's turn.
Good work. Arsis, it is now your turn. You are not grappled.
Oh, so I'm going to go ahead and walk away and take the AOP. If it gets one.
Yeah, it'll take a talon attack. And then -4.
Minus a D4.
1d4.
Yeah, I knew.
It is -4.
I manifested it. So that misses.
Uh-huh.
And then your what do you
First
do?
thing Ardu's gonna do is a bite the fucker.
Okay.
Damn it!
10 doesn't hit, unfortunately.
All right, and then I'm gonna pull my bow out and continue to fire at it.
Okie dokie.
20.
20 hits.
Cool. And then Ardu's gonna breathe acid on it for a total of 14 points of damage.
Okie dokie. This
Right
thing
in the
is.
eyeball.
Fairy Fire give you advantage?
It does.
Yeah, she rolled it.
Okay, that's right. Okay, there we go.
It's looking pretty hurt. I'm taking it that's your movement, action, bonus action, Ardu. That's
I'll
everything.
take it.
Sammy, it is now your turn.
Oh wait, and then
And
I've
it
got
drops.
the favored foe on there.
Oh, for fuck's sake. No,
I
I'm just
rolled
kidding.
the con saves to make sure I still had it. Sorry, so 1 more point of damage.
Okay.
All right. Sammy, seeing that the bird is grounded, is going to move in, dropping the short bow, moving up to her, or next to Herkish, over here, and he is going to stab with the rapier.
in its butthole.
Oh my god.
That is a
Never
12
mind.
to hit.
You missed the booty hole, dude.
No,
Does the
tried to
12
get
hit
too
the booty
fancy
hole?
with it. It does not, unfortunately.
Fuck!
Oh,
Damn it! And while it can't react because it already did, he's going to
but
back
it matters
off.
because you don't get AOPS anyways.
Exactly. He's gonna go right there.
Alrighty.
Cool.
Riker, it's your turn.
All right.
The thing in the face.
Another firebolt's gonna load up. 18 to hit for that whopping 1 damage, which I think
Unpointed
does nothing
damage.
because it's resistant.
Isn't it a minimum of
The
one?
minimum of 1.
Yeah, so he takes 1 regardless.
So you
but
do max damage. You do max damage.
All right.
That laugh, John.
Enemies don't want you to know this one simple trick to avoiding the resistances.
For 1.
For 1. All right, let's go ahead and do this. Bonus action.
At least you did damage.
17 to hit.
17 hits.
All right. All right. For that much damage, 6.
6 full damage.
Nice. Any movement?
Nope. Gonna stick right here.
Okie dokie. Arv is going to. Does he have anything cooler? He is going to cast magic missile. Is it going to let me cast it? Nope, that's not how I want to do it. What the hell?
It's
You're
damage.
gonna do it 3
so
more
that's
times. 2 more times?
good. What level he's casting it at?
I was trying to upcast it, and I thought if I clicked on it, it was going to give me the option to cast it at a different level, but it did
You're just gonna
not.
have to keep pushing the button every time.
Oh, because I add more
casting
missiles.
it at-
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
You get 3 to start with for.
Okay. That's it. 5, 8, 12,
15.
15. Minus 15 points of force damage. It is looking extremely hurt. Okay. Arv's gonna make. Oh, nope, he can't do it because it's not a cantrip. Okay. He is still gonna step up within kind of melee range to attempt to. No, he's not. He's gonna stay right there. It is now the Vrok's turn. And from this creature, you hear the most ear-piercing shriek as it is going to cast its stunning screech. And I need everyone, let me broadcast to others. Everyone except for Riker to make a
Hi guys, I'm back here.
Constitution saving throw. DC 15.
Nope.
Fucking hurt.
Wait for her to
survived.
get the aura. Fuck.
Fuck yeah, Herc! That's the one you were hoping for.
That was the
You're
only
not
one that I
getting
was
that.
hoping for.
And Sammy.
Sammy saves
And
too, look at
Sammy.
that.
And Arv.
Oh yes, thank you for Arv.
Oh, let me check. Dragon
He
Boy
saves too.
DJ coming out with the good rolls tonight.
Ooh, Dragon saves too.
Nice. Okay. That was its action. Cannot move since it is grappled. There is nothing
Got
else
this,
that it can
got this
do.
turkey in a headlock. Guess what Herc's gonna do again? He's gonna punch him in the face.
So, what did the actual screech do?
You are stunned. He did a stunning screech. Let me look up the
Can do
conditions.
shit. Turns over.
So, just vibing out.
Oh, you probably get to make a save at the end of your turn, most likely.
Oh, and don't forget the tinnitus.
It doesn't say they get to make a save. It just says that they're stunned until the Vrock's next turn.
Okay, so it's only one round stave, son.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, creature incapacitated. Automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws. Attack rolls against a creature has advantage. Siren! All right, Herc, it is now your turn.
It's not gonna get near you to attack, so.
Kirk is gonna punch this fucker in the face.
Okay.
Just go to sleep! Just go to sleep!
Creature, he attacks with...
Advantage.
Yeah.
Advantage.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. So, 21 to hit. And we're going to throw a smite slot on that because that is a melee attack.
It is.
Bro, the holy fisting. Oh my god.
It's a damn shame he's not an undead, but that's fine. So, that'll be 17 points of damage.
From the holy fisting.
I'm sure the bludgeoning only counts as half damage, so that's 4 plus 9 for 13 points of damage.
This creature is flailing, its wings kind of flapping, smacking up against the wood, trying to grab hold, screeching as loud as it can, trying to, like a defense mechanism, to stun you all so it can get away, and Herc stays strong, hand wrapped around this creature's neck, and just summons the strength of the gods and smites his fist, punches straight through the Vrock's skull, killing it.
I imagine,
That is
I
the
just
way to
imagine
do
it
it.
blows his head off. He's just full of guts, bird guts.
Just a sickening crunch.
Rin prestidigitates any nastiness off of Herc.
Did you guys see that? I punched straight through its skull. God, it was like I was back in the ring again. It felt so good using my fists.
You punch people through their skulls in the ring?
No, but I thought about it when I fought them.
I didn't know what I expected with that, but that makes sense, Mr. Herc.
It was all in good fun, you know, but it's still, you've got to put on the show for the people, make them believe that you were trying to punch your fist through their skull. The gods smiled on me today. They smiled on all of us, even though it's creature abomination.
Herc, as amazing as you are, we gotta close this portal. Riker, is there anything you can do to stop it?
What are you
Brandon?
talking about? The portal's already closed.
Yeah, I thought it went away with Quintus going away.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, I didn't know. I might have taken a blow to the head.
I knew not to trust those druids as soon as they were talking about thinking that Zugtmoy was worthy of even just allowing to exist. I knew it was no good.
So
I just thought they had a different way of thinking.
I guess that leaves us with the other question. If they're infected, we probably need to get out of here.
Yeah.
As you kind of walk over to the edge of the tree, looking down, you can see the druids down collectively at the base of the tree. And though probably normally wouldn't be able to tell the direction that they were looking, their hoods are not up, and they are staring straight up at the top.
But if they open the portal here once, they're gonna open another one again.
Clearly, they weren't trying to allow Zugtmoy to go in. There must be a reason that they can't. He just went in the portal.
Right, but if he went in, he should be able to come out eventually, and we gotta do what we can to stop that from happening.
Portal might not show up in this spot.
Is that a risk you're willing to take?
I think we need to get the artifact. That's all we can do at this point.
Do we just jump off the tree? Do we go down? Do
Yeah,
we know what
John,
these
are they like
roots are gonna do?
surrounding the tree, or?
No, you only
Does
see
any of
them
them
clustered down at the front. Like when you walked in, there was like two different pathways, one up the right and then one that kind of looped all the way around the left. And there was like a center area of just kind of grass. There's probably 24 of them just kind of standing, looking straight up the top of the tree.
None
Yeah, I
of them
say
seem to be brandishing any torches or anything like that to burn down the tree and get us. Vis-a-vis Frankenstein.
No.
No.
Can you believe I punched a hole in that bird's head?
Or can we regale
we
us
get
the
it.
story of that later tonight when we're out of this village? Or if you said if we had to fall from the tree, we just had to say run. Let's say run and go out the back.
Well, we're not at any immediate threat. Let's prepare it. I can
Do
only...
you want to go down and walk through a grove of angry druids?
No. I just meant don't... We can coordinate it. We can all jump together. We don't have to
Right.
say run and run. We can plan it. Where should we... should we
I'm thinking the back side of the tree.
aim for the bushes?
Wherever they're not.
Okay. All right. As soon as we're all falling, I can prevent us from falling further. You'll just have to trust me. Are you ready? On the count of 3, I guess.
And you'll be able to help Arv too? Actually, I can. Ardu.
If I have something similar that I can cast to help him
Actually,
with his fall.
he's only the size of a dog. I think that maybe Herc might be able to just hang on to him.
I should be able to do that. I mean,
I'll just-
you could probably even carry him if you wanted to.
I mean, he's a large dog. Be a little bit difficult.
Did you
With my
see the
strength.
way that you were able to grab onto that demon? You've got more
That was
strength
called
than
the-
you've got more strength than you lead yourself to believe.
Thank you, Herc. But right now, I think it'd be safer if you hang on to him. You're a lot. You punched a hole through his head. You're so much stronger than me. And if I were to slip and he were to fall, I would be absolutely devastated.
Stop it, you're too kind. I wasn't going to say it myself, but of course. And he just kind of flexes and he takes Ardu, puts one hand on Arv. I trust you. Let's jump, shall we?
On 3 or on the count of 3? Or
I
after
think
3?
I think Sammy just rolled insight.
Yeah.
Do I trust him?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Fantastic.
Arv, you're coming with us though, right?
Yeah, I'll be down 6 seconds later.
All right, so is it on 3 or after 3?
1, 2, 3, jump!
After
And
3,
then
jump.
And you
Sammy
all
just falls
receive
backwards.
Featherfall, and float your way down to the bottom of the tree. Arv a little bit higher than you, coming down. But you all make your way safely to the ground. Where do you go?
I guess-
Running like hell away from here.
yeah, I would grab Rin's hand and start running.
Yeah.
Okay, trudging your way through the forest.
Because of my rangerness, I don't think we get impeded by difficult terrain.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And I don't get lost.
We should make a stop at Evening Star or Arabelle and get horses. I think Evening Star would be better. There's a path through the mountain that we can take when it stops raining, of course. But I think it would be quicker that way. We'd probably cut out 2-3 days worth of travel instead of having to loop around the entire Stormhorn Mountains.
Is there any reason not to?
What direction? North, south, east, or west?
North, we're going north, absolutely.
All right.
Well, the only reason not to is, well, that The mountain is more of a difficult terrain, and we could encounter potentially some, no offense, some brutish orcs in the mountain. There are tribes of orcs that live in the Stormhorns.
Maybe because we're traveling one, they'll let us pass, no harm.
That's not how that works. They would.
Well, I think Evening Star would be a nice place to pull up for a day or so and just kind of recover and collect our thoughts, so to speak.
Yeah,
Isn't that-
I feel like speed is kind of what we need here, so I'm willing to take the risk.
Same.
Okay.
All right. We'll walk for a couple hours, take a rest, head up to Evenstar by tomorrow, hopefully.
Okay. We will go ahead and leave off the session there for today. Good fun, friends. Thank you very much.
Yeah.